English irregular verbs. Do you want to become fluent in English? I became a teacher years ago. My friend has become a father. Do you want to beat me at chess? I beat my friend at chess yesterday. Our team has never been beaten. Beating our team is almost impossible. Let's begin. The lesson begins at 5 p.m. I began teaching in April 2010. The lesson has just begun. The lesson is beginning right now. You cannot bend all metals easily. I bent my phone and broke it. Look, my phone has bent in my pocket. When bending aluminium, be careful. Do you bet on horses? I bet on a horse yesterday. She has never bet on this horse. When betting on horses, be careful. A female mosquito bites, males feed on a nectar. A mosquito bit me last night. Have you ever been bitten by a mosquito? Mosquitoes were biting me all night long. When you cut your finger, it bleeds. If he bled out, he would die. The man has almost completely bled out. The man was bleeding from his arm. We don't go out if a strong wind blows. The strong wind blew our roof off last night. Has your roof ever been blown off? The wind was blowing from the sea. Children sometimes break things. Our children broke a window last weekend. Have you ever broken a window? A person who is always breaking things is clumsy. Do you know what dogs are good to breed? He bred many dogs in his life. Can you get well-bred dogs from hobby breeders? Breeding dogs is not easy and it takes time. Do you sometimes bring a bottle to a party? I brought sandwiches to the last party. Have you ever brought burgers to a party? I eat a lot. I want to eat. I eat like a horse. I ate lots of fruit yesterday. Have you ever eaten a large pizza by yourself? What are you eating now? No skater wants to fall down, but they fall. I fell only once last summer. Have you ever fallen on skates or off your bike? No one likes falling. Do you know how to fall? I feed my cat every day. Last time I fed my cat was an hour ago. My cat is well fed and fat. I'm fed up of feeding my cat. I feel good. How do you feel? Last time I felt bad was a long time ago. I have never felt better. I hope you are feeling well too. I don't want to fight in a war. Do you know who fought in the World War? The boxers have fought several times. I hope you are not fighting Pokémons. Sometimes I cannot find my phone. Yesterday I found my phone in my bed. I have found my phone in many places. Finding my phone isn't always easy. Thousands of people flee big cities every year. The family fled Nazi Germany to Britain in 1936. Many refugees have fled across the border. They are fleeing the city to escape the fighting. I often fly to New York. Last time I flew to the United States was in August. I have flown across the Atlantic many times this year. I'm used to flying and I don't dislike it. The law forbids the sale of alcohol here. The regulation forbade them entry. He was forbidden from leaving the country. A decree was issued forbidding the export. I never forget my password. It's Aviento123. I can't remember the last time I forgot something. Have you ever forgotten your password? Some people keep forgetting things. Water freezes to ice at a temperature of 0 degrees Celsius. The river froze last winter. I don't like when the river is frozen. It's cold here. I'm freezing. I normally get to work on time. I got to work late on Monday. He's just got a job. Getting to work is not always easy. I normally don't give presentations. I gave a talk yesterday. I have given quite a few talks this month. I'm giving a lecture tomorrow. My friend doesn't go on holiday without me. We went on holiday together last summer. My friend has gone on holiday alone now. I'm going on a holiday tomorrow. My friend is learning to grow tomatoes. I grew tomatoes on my balcony last year. My friend has grown first tomatoes. He enjoys growing his own tomatoes. I usually hang pictures above the sideboard. I hung one new picture over there yesterday. I've hung quite many of them this year. There are about 20 hanging there now. I have such great students. I had such a good time at work yesterday. I really haven't had a bad moment at this school. And I'm having a great time writing these examples for you to practice. Don't try to understand every word you hear. I heard students try to understand each word. Have you heard this before? I look forward to hearing from you on this. Write a comment down below, please. My cat sometimes hides from me. Yesterday he hid under the sofa. Has your pet ever hidden from you? My cat is hiding under my chair now. Hurricanes never hit our part of the country. The Hurricane Matthew hit Haiti on Tuesday. It has hit several countries. It is hitting Florida now. Do you know how to hold a gun? When was the last time you held a gun? I've never held a real gun in my hands. It's not good holding it next to your head. My back hurts. I hurt my back when I fell off my bike. My back was badly hurt and I feel pain. Can you fall off a bike without hurting yourself? Keep learning, keep smiling. I'm sorry if I kept you waiting for this video. Have you ever kept your boss waiting? Is your boss always keeping everyone waiting? Do you know how to say this in English? I knew you don't know. I have known you for a long time. Knowing English will change your life. This door leads to the restaurant. The reception clerk led us to our room. Nobody has ever led me to my room. He is leading them to the garden now. I learn English watching videos online. I learned many new words last weekend. I have learned lots of new words recently. Are you learning English now? When do you normally leave your office? Yesterday I left at 5 p.m. Have you ever left late at night? I hate leaving the office so late. I'm leaving now. Do not lend money to friends or family. I lent money to my friends in the past. Have you ever lent or borrowed from a friend? You can end up in a state of constant lending. My friend lets his dog in and sit on the sofa. We let our dog in once, now can't keep him out. We've let our dog in several times this winter. Letting some dogs outside in winter is not good. He always lays the report on my desk. I laid the reports on your desk yesterday. I've never laid reports on the floor. I'm laying them on the desk right now. I want to lie on the beach every day. Last I lay on the beach was weeks ago. I have lain on this beach for years. I like lying on sandy beaches. We sometimes light candles at home. Last time we lit candles was at Christmas. We've never lit a candle in summer at home. Lighting candles at Christmas is common here. Do you sometimes lose your way? I lost my way in the New York subway. I've lost my way many times in big cities. Losing your way in a subway can be easy. I make pizza every day. I made a huge pizza last night. I have made lots of pizzas in my life. Making pizza is easy. Does money mean anything to you? Having money meant a lot when I didn't have any. The VIP lounge is meant for the rich only. We say VIP meaning very important people. We agreed to meet on Monday. Last time we met was 2 weeks ago. We haven't met recently. We are meeting tomorrow again. You can't mistake him, he's original. I mistook his intentions. I was mistaken for someone else. You must be mistaking me for someone else. Do you still misunderstand the verb forms? Maybe you misunderstood the question. English verb forms are often misunderstood. Misunderstanding the verbs is a common problem. My company pays well. They paid on time last month. They have paid late many times. They are always paying late. Science proves ideas or theories. Scientists proved birds can sleep in flight. They use proven methods. There isn't any accurate way of proving it. I always put the documents into the file. I put the documents into it yesterday. I've never put the documents into the drawer. I don't like people putting them on the floor. Can you quit smoking? I quit smoking all at once. Have you quit smoking? Have you ever tried quitting smoking? I like to read books. I read a book last weekend. I have read many books. I'm reading a good book now. I usually ride my bike to the town. I rode across the bridge this morning. I have ridden many miles this year. My friend's always riding without a helmet. I always ring the bell. I rang twice before entering. I have already rung twice. I'm still ringing and knocking. The sun appears to rise from the horizon. The sun rose earlier yesterday. The sun has risen. The sun is up now. I like to be on the beach when the sun is rising. I don't run long 25-mile marathons. I ran only 40 miles last month. The longest I've ever run was about 10 miles. Are you running a marathon this year? You must see the film The Third Man. I saw this film a long time ago. I have seen many old-time classics. I was surprised when seeing this the first time. Can you say it again? I said, can you say it in English? What has he just said? I don't know what he is saying. Activists seek equality for women. They sought to improve wages 100 years ago. The women have sought equality for a long time. Now, women are still seeking full equality. We don't sell DVDs anymore. We sold 2 million phones last year. This year, we have sold 1.2 million so far. Smartphones aren't selling very good now. Do you know how to send postcards online? Last time I sent a postcard was in summer. I haven't sent many cards in my life. I am sending you a link to e-cards down below. Do you set the time on your phone? Can't remember when I last set the time. The time is set automatically on my phone. Setting your phone is boring, isn't it? The English don't shake hands. I shook hands with Jimmy yesterday. I had shaken hands with him before. Shaking hands is common here. The sun never shines there. The sun shone when we were there. The sun has never shone there. Look, the sun is shining on this photo. Can you shoot a gun? I shot from a gun last weekend. I have never shot from a gun. We go shooting quite often. The video shows the police shooting the man. They showed the video to journalists only. It has never been shown to the public. A video showing the shooting was shot on a phone. The sweater will not shrink if hand-washed. It shrank a bit last time I washed it. It hadn't shrunk before. I'm shrinking too, so it fits anyway. He always shuts the door. He shut the door last night. Has he shut the door? He is shutting the door now. My mom likes to listen to the birds sing. The birds sang loudly last night. They had never sung so loud. They are singing now out there too. Ships sometimes sing in bad stormy weather. A ship sank off the coast during a storm. Many ships have already sunk there. Our ship was sinking in giant waves too. Do you always sit when you watch this? I sat on my sofa last time I watched. My dog has never sat on the sofa. My cat is sitting on my lap now. Don't sleep, listen and repeat. I'm not sleeping. I slept well last night. I have never slept during the lesson. The dog is sleeping now. You have to slide the door to close it. It was cold, so he slid the door shut. Now I have slid the door open. Kids are sliding on a sledge out there. You will be able to speak English fluently. I always spoke to my students English only. Some had never spoken English before. Are you speaking English now? What do you normally spend money on? I spent a lot on gadgets last year. Have you ever spent much on food? I'm spending very little on junk. Germs spread in different ways. The news spread quickly on Facebook. The disease has not spread in Europe yet. The Zika virus was spreading quickly. We stand by the river and watch fireworks. We stood outside watching and drinking. I've never stood out in the cold for too long. We were standing inside at the bar then. Thieves use computers to steal cars. Someone stole my friend's car once. Has your car ever been stolen? Stealing cars is wrong. I write notes and stick them onto my wall. I stuck some notes onto my screen as well. I've stuck quite many notes onto my wall now. I am sticking another one up there now. Some bees can sting. A bee stung me when I was a child. Some people can die when stung by a bee. Bees die after stinging. A disaster can strike suddenly. Everything was fine until a disaster struck. A tragedy has struck the family. The clock was striking 10 when it happened. Never swear in front of children. I forgot and I swore loudly. I have never sworn much before. I can't remember my mom swearing. Floods can sweep away just everything. It swept away a whole building yesterday. Floods have never swept away anything here. The water is sweeping away my car now. When I broke my finger, it started to swell. My finger swelled up when I was stung by a bee. It had swollen a bit, then it swelled more. It was swelling very slowly. I like to swim in lakes. Last summer, I swam in the river. I had never swum in a river before. I like swimming a lot in summer. A swing door swings open when you enter. The sheriff swung open the door. The door had never swung so long before. The door was swinging along after he came in. I'm going to take a day off tomorrow. I took a vacation last week. I have already taken all my holiday. I'm taking off some days next month. My friend teaches English language. He taught English in Japan last year. He had never taught English to foreigners before. He is teaching many hours these days. Jeans normally don't tear easily. I tore my jeans when I was a teenager. Torn denim is more popular than ever. I once fell to my knees tearing my jeans. My students always tell me about their holidays. I told my students about my last vacation in LA. I have already told many stories to my students. They're always telling me how nice my stories are. I think the movie Trainspotting is good. I thought it was about train spotters first. I've never thought there can be a sequel. Are you thinking about seeing Trainspotting too? Americans throw away lots of food. They threw away 60 million tons last year. About 1/3 of all foodstuffs is thrown away. How to stop throwing away so much food? People don't just thrust money into my hands. I looked at the money she thrust into my hand. She's just thrust the documents into my hands. She's always thrusting things into my hands. I usually tread into a puddle when it rains. Yesterday, I trod into several puddles. Have you ever trodden into a puddle? I was treading quietly when I came last night. Do you understand Arabic? I understood some words, but I forgot all. I was never understood when I said something. Understanding all those sounds is difficult. My cat wakes me up in the morning. She woke me up twice last night. Has your pet ever woken you up? Hush, you're waking my kitty. I can write in English. I wrote a book last year. I had never written a book. I am writing another book. You can withdraw up to €300 a day from ATMs. I withdrew more than €300 yesterday. I have never withdrawn more with this card. Okay, I'm withdrawing more money now. She normally doesn't weep. Yesterday she wept all day. She had never wept so much. She is still weeping today. Do you wear a cap? Last time I wore a cap was last winter. I have never worn a cap in summer. I am wearing a baseball cap now.